Welcome back. A year ago, Sony announced the Xperia Pro, the ultimate Xperia for professionals. But what does Sony think Pro actually means? Well, now that the phone is here, I think they're confused. And in this video, I'll share 4 reasons why that is. I'm Supreet, and I make short, to-the-point videos on smartphone photography. So if you value your time and are looking for a unique perspective, join our community. Before we jump in, I want to make clear that the Xperia Pro is an impressive device for professional streaming use cases. Sony just missed some opportunities with it. The first point is that the best phone should have the best cameras. When we buy smartphones today, we expect a brand's best smartphone to have the best cameras that the brand offers. Look at the Apple iPhone 12 Pro with its unique ProRAW capabilities and the largest sensor on any iPhone on the 12 Pro Max, which is the most expensive iPhone you can buy. Or look at Samsung with the S21 Ultra with the quad camera system on the back with 2 different telephoto cameras, while the regular S21s only have 1. That is what a top-end smartphone means, whether you call it Pro or Ultra or something else. But for Sony, it's different, which leads to my next point. Point 2. This is the wrong category. This is more of a camera accessory than a smartphone. This device could be more accurately categorized as a 5G external monitor for cameras. It's like calling the Zeiss ZX1 an Android tablet, when in reality, it's just a camera that happens to be running Android. Just look at these bundles on B&H. All of them are pairing the Xperia Pro with different dedicated cameras, and it confirms that this is primarily a streaming monitor for those cameras. Honestly, if this was designed as a 5G monitor, I think they could have made it even better. With a larger screen, more hardware controls, maybe the display could have had a more standard aspect ratio and been brighter for outdoor visibility, since this is likely to be used outside with that 5G connectivity. And they could have added pro video features such as waveforms and focus peaking. Thinking inside the smartphone box limited Sony here. The third point is that the price is too steep. Charging $2,500 for a smartphone is just insane. Even the top-of-the-line Galaxy Z Fold 2 with its foldable screen and also 5G connectivity is surprisingly affordable at $2,000. Even with its unique capabilities, this is an outlier in the smartphone world. But as a high-end camera monitor, well, then it's more reasonable. I would even argue it could be priced $3,000 and above if it was a 5G streaming monitor that runs on Android. Which leads me to the last point of not caring enough about the fans. This last reason is about perception. Sony has a loyal fan following, and there's a large group of average people like me and likely you. There is a far smaller group of photo-video professionals that the Xperia Pro is really targeting. And I get it, Pro for Sony means real professionals, but the average customer wants to feel like a pro too. And that's the feeling that other brands like Samsung and Apple really tie into. By making the ultimate Xperia for the smaller crowd, I think Sony is sending a message that their main concern is that niche audience. And I don't think that's the right message to send. I think Sony should be expanding their audience. And this feels even more real given that people like me with the Xperia 1 Mark II are still waiting on the Android 11 update here in the US. So it feels like Sony doesn't give us enough attention, and it focuses more on the smaller customer base. Sony, please don't forget about us. I still want that 4K 120 FPS video that you promised us last year. And all of this points to the core difference between Sony and the other brands like Apple and Samsung. For Sony, the best camera is not the smartphone. They want you to buy an alpha camera. For Apple and Samsung, their Pro and Ultra phones are the best cameras they make. So the question becomes, can Sony compete, or do they even want to compete in the high-end smartphone camera market? And do they really care about the average enthusiast like us? Let me know what you think in the comments below. So the other question you might be thinking is, should you buy this phone? Well, most likely not, unless of course you were already in the market for a 5G streaming camera monitor. Lastly, the Xperia 1 Mark III is almost here. I'm excited to see what it brings. Will we get a periscope zoom? Will we get new sensors? We'll find out soon. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.